I'm a little old school. Yeah, that's good. Solid. Solid as a rock. So, if you get kind of freezing weather, it's nice that you can use some double long springs, because the top spring very seldom will ever freeze down. And right now, with the temperature, it's actually pretty dry. I'm pretty surprised, actually. Get some backing there. That'll be kind of nice. There. Oh yeah, look at that wood clump. Doesn't get much better. See the direction this is going. There's the dog, and there's the pan. So there, kind of like that as a backing. There we go. I mean, you want it to have some eye appeal. I mean, that's kind of the whole point. I got some Sandhills Magic, and it's a paste bait. Oh yeah, and it smells good. Do a coyote, or actually coon is the same. Let's get something here. There we go. I got that hole probably 8-10 inches deep. I'll get my tracks wiped out here pretty quick. And I'm gonna get that bait down in there. Quite a ways. And I reckon I'm a little old school, because I usually give it some squirts of, oh, come on here. There. Fox shirt. Done it for so many years. And I just want a mist on it. I'm not going to put any call lure. If I was, that would be perfect up there. So I'm going to pick this stuff up, drive on to the next spot, which is just down on the corner. And I'm going to brush my tracks out. I'm just going to grab stick, and does it make a difference? I don't know. Doesn't hurt though. But I'm not going to use that exact spot because I want a little bit higher backing. Which would be right here. Going to switch to a coil spring. Why not? Got them, right? This dirt is actually a little damp, but not too bad. So it's 50 today. It's going to be getting there. Just breaking it up a little bit. There we go. Get that up a little bit closer. Can't even imagine trying to dig this with an old trowel. I've done it, but goodness. Yes. Time to get rid of them. There's so damn many of them around.
Quite a few of them through here?
Yeah. They run this whole section, including back there. And there's a few bobcat around.
I'm sure random stuff all the time.
There's a lot of deer back here, which brings them, but they don't have any natural predators, so
Yep.
Somebody's got to be one. Come on, buddy. Whew. All right, get this bad boy set. I don't use any pan tension because the springs kind of create that. But I have modified these so there's hardly any give when when any give happens. Okay. There we go. We gotta, you can kind of, there. Still some under. Got the sniffles. Oh, baby. I'm liking it. Kind of like to mix up baits as well, because, you know, oh, there we go. I mean, you kind of want it to look like something's been dinking around, other than me. So, right there. Kind of. You know, a lot of guys really fuss on making sure that there's a low spot over the pan. I think it's just as important to get them to work the set, to be honest with you. Oh, you gotta love it when you find a corn cob. Talk about a good bait holder. Yeah, come on, buddy. Okay. I'll get that down in there. As it gets colder, I'll start using more call lures. The nice thing is the wind's always, well, not always, but pretty darn close to being out of the northwest, and it's going to blow the scent actually across the field. So anything downwind of it is going to be hopefully a target. Get this, grab my little stick, wipe out whatever tracks I have left. Like I said, whether it makes a difference or not, it kind of does to me. And I think that's what's important. You got to have confidence in your sets. Fields meat is a pretty darn good area. Everything travels it, including coon. And they also love the same bait that our canine friends do. So I'm gonna stick this one here. Kind of get that. And the thing is the angle of the hole usually will dictate how close the animal stands, so they can at least look down into it. That's just something to keep in mind. It's not an exact science. And no, spit's not going to make a difference. Okay. That ground's a little bit wetter. But because of the temperature, it should be not too bad. I'm going to use a double long spring again. Back in the day, that's all we had. And I didn't hear anybody complaining. Because you work with what you have here. Get aggressive. There we go. Let's go ahead. Same way, I try to tune these. I mean, there's no pan tension, and with these, unfortunately, sometimes the weight of the dirt would set them off. But for so long, the number 3 was the mainstay for a lot of trappers. Back in the day, we used to use wooden stakes, and what would happen, oh yeah, is you would rest the offset jaw on the wooden stake, like that corn cob right there. Good enough for this kid. Get the trap pan on her. Come on, there we go. If it was easy, everybody would do it. I think. Like a lot of things. Notice how high this is? It doesn't bother me. Because it will leave a slight hump where the animal won't step usually. Some more dry dirt. There's a couple of mounds of it over here. Oh yeah. Sweet. Georgia brown. Yeah, you can tell the difference in how dry it is. So, see that where that is right there? That's the dog. And it is, oh, damn, that must be getting old. There's a nice beanstalk. Guarantee that nothing is going to step in that. Right there. See how shallow that is? That is where the trap is. So I just set a snare, and you can kind of see the path is beaten down all the way out into the field. I went ahead and set it for a coyote catch. Probably end up with a coon, but there are coyote tracks all over here, and it blends in pretty well. It becomes kind of invisible, so to speak. But I also set my snares so the animal can't reach the fence. I just don't like it when they get tangled in the fence. I'd rather have them waiting out here for me. Anyway, that's that one. A couple of traps last night in this area for coyotes. I set 4 footholds and a snare, and this was the result of the first trap. So I'll go ahead and get him taken care of. Perfect pad catch. And if you notice, one thing that was a little bit different, and this is a young coyote, but one thing that was a little bit different was I used fox shearing. I didn't use any call lure. I usually will spray fox shearing on my sets. That's, I don't know, I've always done it, and nothing's really afraid of fox. So anyway, I'll go ahead, get him taken care of, and come back and do the remake. There's a crick about 10 yards over. We're going to see how that works out. Using it number 3 Victor. I've had them for years. It froze really hard last night, but it's going to get up to like 40 today, so there we go. I've got dry dirt in the truck. I'm not sure I'll have to use it with the temperature being what it's going to be today. But I may. I also have some wax dirt if I would need it. I don't need it yet. Plus there's plenty of dry dirt out in the field a little bit further, which I may end up going to get. Yeah, look at that. Definitely froze. So, throw some of those bigger clumps out. There we go. Get it softened up a little. Okay. Yeah, you can see frost on some of them. I'm going to go out here and get some dry dirt. Sometimes it makes pounding the steak a little bit more difficult too. I've always used the Berkshire heavy duties. I know a lot of guys use the Wolf Fang and what have you. I think the Wolf Fangs will probably go through difficult soil better, but this is what I use. Come on, buddy. Dang. The frozen down. There we go. I have a 3-inch driver that I probably should use more, but that's mainly reserved for coyote. Yeah, let's get some of those big frozen chunks out of there. Go ahead and set this Victor. Excuse the sniffs. Apparently it is that time of the year. There we go. And these have been modified. The notch, the pan notch has been filed down. So once it's set, there's not much that's going to take it to go off. Get some dirt packed in there. It's offset just a little. I don't set up next to the hole, but I also am not a stickler about exact distances. If an animal's going to work it, it's going to work it. And I guess that's probably the biggest tip right there. There. The important part is when an animal steps on it, that it goes off. Obviously, that's the goal. There we go. Go get a little bit more. There we go. Yeah. We're cooking. little bit bean. You can see right there is the pan, right there. And has something as simple as that. And I'll use that as a backing. We'll get some bait in there. And some fox shearing. I use different baits at different holes, especially if they're closer. Walk this over. If you notice, it's not a real big pattern, but see how I left some of the spots that'll direct whatever is that's going to work it. Fox shearing. I mean, anybody can comment on these, by the way. I'm not using a call lure because it's still not super cold. I'll go make the remake where I caught the coyote. Okay, I'll go ahead. What a perfect catch. You notice, after I dispatch them, there's no blood. I did use a, looks like he might have been fighting. She. So if I can, I try not to use the same, to drill the same hole. And the reason is I don't want to get the food mixed in. Just rub some of that off there, so they don't dig. You know, back in the day, well, you know, you want to use a new trap, and I haven't necessarily. Okay, right there's the hole. So what I can do is get it punched out again, because the smell of the bait is still going to be in there, and it's a deep hole. So it's kind of small though, but you know what, as long as they're looking into it, it won't matter. See right there. And I did that yesterday, and I don't know. I think sometimes we're too careful. I'm not saying you shouldn't be. I'm gonna push this. don't want to just kind of see the food, the bait, I should say. Let it sniff around there for a little bit. Get this out of there. Okay. All right. And I will put my same backing. Must be lucky backing, right? Okay. I will, because it moved it a little bit. So I'll just, there we go. Okay. I'm going to use the same trap pan cover that I used before. Okay, so let's go ahead, get the trap pap down there. Then I'll put a little chafe around it. Okay, now there's the trap pan cover. Get this put back. This. Now, there we go. we'll get some bait and a little bit of course, my fave, some fox shearing. I don't spray the backing with it, just where the dirt hole is. And get some more bait, get a stronger stick. I think I'm going to use a different bait. We'll use some of this paste bait. There we go. Dang. There we go. Just a little bit of blood. As I was saying before, I just use a 22 long rifle and shoot them in the lungs. They expire very quickly, and typically they don't bleed much. So I'm just going to push that stick down a little bit and get the heck out of here.